Hello and a very, very good evening to you, or good morning, even good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope your day's going just fine. It's Monday and we're in March now, but here you still look, they're still hanging on to winter. More about this in a moment, but come along and join me. Come along and join me on the Monday Psychic Show. It's all for you lovely spiritual minded people. I'm sure we're all going to have a lovely, lovely evening indeed. Let's do a little bit of this. Back in a mo. Well, you lovely people, thank you very much for joining me already. Suzanne is here and she says good evening. In fact, Suzanne, obviously you're a bit young. I'll put that up there. There you go. Now we can all see you saying good evening there from probably a very warm Egypt. And this is a photograph taken from Innsbruck in Austria. As I say, it looks absolutely gorgeous there with the white snow and the gorgeous mountains in the background. And yeah, I'm sure. So thank you very much for the people who send this in. And I think it's Corrine who sends this in, but thank you very much indeed. Anyway, back on with things. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. I'm keeping warm. It's got a nice bluey jumper to go on with the blue background and the whitish colours of the background there. So yeah, doing fine, thank you. And yeah, so along as we go through tonight, what should we talk about? Well, we're going to talk about, first of all, famous events in history. I think some of them you'll find quite interesting tonight. And also what we're going to talk about, we're talking about the astrology of the week, what's going on out there, how you could best steer and navigate through the times that we're going through. And what you may well find is, especially through this week, is that there's some rather unique opportunities ahead and how to best take advantage of these and how to enhance the good energies. So yeah, let's go and get on with that, shall we? Let's go and do those wonderful things. And also as we go through, we're going to do a little meditation for you just to get you in the mood for the week ahead. And then, of course, we're going to do your live mini readings. Really look forward to that. Oh, every week. It's good fun, good fun. And yeah, okay, right. Let's go and welcome you people as you start to come in. Thank you very, very much. And as do so here, let's first of all start off. But in fact, here you'll come in. Here you'll come in now. You're piling in. Sayu says, hello. Yes, well, hello, back to you. And over here, they don't say hello, they yodel, they yodelu. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, and yes, I'm doing very, very well, thank you. And lovely to see you on the show. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, right. Let's go have a look at a bit of this, because I think you'll find this a little bit interesting, especially people who like history or just odd things that happen in history on specific days, especially like today. So today, in 1461, yeah, it's just a few years back there. Yeah, just over the hill and a few years back there. Well, Edward IV lays claim to the throne. Bless him. Yes, I can't remember how long he stood there for. We weren't. I don't think it's. I don't know how long it was, but I'm sure he had a nice time. Good. And Alexander Kasitsu comes in and says, "Good evening to you." And hey, I've got something of deep interest to you, Alexandra. Deep interest. So suspense. Anyway, and also through this week, why we do this, I don't know, but I'm glad it's all over and done with. But in 1665, England declares war on the Dutch. I mean, why? Why? What do you want to do that for? Because the Dutch are quite nice people. Yes, so fancy doing that. So, anyway, I'm glad we all get on very well nowadays. This is far better that we're all friendly, happy, and jolly. Yes, good. And yes, also on this day in 1774, the first sighting of the Orion as in astronomy, the Orion Nebula by William Herschel. That was in 1774. So there you go. It all happens on this day, doesn't it? Whoa, you don't want to miss this day. And this is especially for Alexandra, because she would be very interested in this. In 1792, 92, oranges were introduced to Hawaii. Yeah, yeah, I think that. I don't know why, guys, but I thought oranges came from Hawaii. I didn't realise they were introduced to them. Yes, I bet they're very happy to have oranges. Hi, you've been tangoed. Yes, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And yes. Oh, and Deanne comes in from the Big Apple. The clue is the apple. Yes, yes, that's the clue. Is as you can see, it's quite a big apple. She comes in for the Big Apple. Very nice to see you, and thank you for saying hello to everyone. That is lovely. And yeah, Alexandra loves it. Yes, and this is why you eat oranges, because they've been introduced to Hawaii. There you go. Right. And in 1801, Thomas Jefferson in America was the first president to be inaugurated in Washington, D.C. Bless him. Let's give a little horn. Yeah. I think that was a great time to be inaugurated on this specific day. Bit cold, mind, I think, on that day. Right. And also, this is interesting. Right. In 1918, we have to think back to 2020 for this one. And this one was, if not worse, was 1918 was the start of the Spanish flu. And that was an epidemic that ripped worldwide and wiped out loads of people. And in fact, I think if I know rightly, and I do believe I've got my history right here, that more people died from the Spanish flu in 1918 than people who died as soldiers in the First World War. Yes, there were hundreds of thousands who lost their lives, wasn't there? Spanish flu took more. Yeah. And right now, this is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one here. And as we just before I do this, I'll say hello to Maria. Hello, Maria, and hi everyone. Lovely to see you. I haven't seen you for a little while, so it's lovely to see you. Let's give you a cup of coffee. Please. Maria, have a cup of coffee. In fact, everyone, have a cup of coffee. Oh, actually, maybe it's wine. Yes. Okay, good. Now, in this day, 1959, that's a little bit closer now. We get a bit closer to modern times. The US Pioneer the Fourth, misses the moon. How could you not hit the moon if you're going for the moon? It's a bloody big thing. And becomes the second artificial planet. So, yep, it's missed the moon. Look, there goes the moon. And, oh yeah, there goes an artificial planet. Yeah. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. But there you go. That's the history of this day. So I'm sure you found it very exciting. And if you want me to go, if you want to repeat that, no, you have to watch it on replay. But I'm sure there's some interesting bits there you'll probably find very interesting. But I think here that of all those there's a few things. Oranges introduced to Hawaii, and the Pioneer missing the moon is probably one of the biggest ones on this day. Yes, I think so. Wow. It's just, what do you think, team? What do you think?
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
See, they all think it's amazing too. Yes, brilliant. And see who else is coming in here. We got Chelsea. Chelsea coming in as well. She says hello. Hello. Yes, very nice evening to you. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well, thank you. And I can see all you others there too. Brilliant. Alrighty. So you're probably going to wonder how things are going on out there. What do we need to look up the planetary activities to see what's going on? And oh, lovely to see Elodie. Elodie, you've come in too. Brilliant. Lovely to see you. And yes, you're probably wondering what's going on there, how to navigate through this week, what's the best way to go about things, and how to bring out the best in you. Yes, well, let's go and have a little look at the astrology this week, which I think you'll find quite interesting. And yeah, entertaining to say the least. Okay, right. Now, the ones I'm a little bit more interested in at the moment are the blue lines. If you can see those just up the top up there. Yep, the blue lines. And as you can see those up there, what you'll see here is that what is of big interest is Mercury, which is at 19 degrees of Pisces, is quickly coming up to. In fact, it's just hitting it now. It's met Uranus, which is in Taurus. Now, you're probably going to say, okay, that's nice, but what does this mean? Well, if I was to say something along the lines to you like this, you know, when we say things are impossible, mm, we say things are impossible, then suddenly they become, from out of the blue, things become possible. Yep, that's the way it sort of runs. Yep, yep. Well, these are times which are like this. So, and it also, what one thing about astrology does here is it doesn't say it's you either choose that way or that way. It gives you options. I had a good chat actually tonight with Midia, Midia Zenionfiniontus. I know I got that wrong. I know I got it wrong. But if you remember Midia from back in 2021 and 2022, used to be on the show. Well, met up with us today in London. Fabulous time, fabulous time. And I'm glad to say I'm going to invite her back onto the show. And that's going to come up in about 3-4 weeks' time. Beforehand, though, we'll let you know the date and we'll be discussing what we're going to be talking about. So, yes, it should be really exciting. Anyway, but what this is saying here is that this week you've probably got choices, not just decisions. So look at choices, look at ways that you can find to explore. And if I use these words here, intuition with Pisces, use your intuition and get creative with Taurus, which is where Uranus is. Get creative with Taurus. Intuition, creativity. Uranus is good at being spontaneous. Like if you see something that's going to go and you feel, actually, that's what I need to do it. That's one of the interesting things about this, is to take things up the moment they sort of arise. And you'll probably find here you'll have a very good week. Also, coming up over the next few weeks or so, you'll see Jupiter, which is about 11:30 on the chart there, very close to Uranus, that 11 degrees and 19 degrees. For a lot of us here, what we're probably going to find is an absolute blessing in disguise coming. For all the things you wanted to go and do and go and achieve, for all the barriers we put in place of why we want something but we think I can't do it, and there's probably these umpteen reasons why we think we can't do something, and yet there is a wonderful blessing coming up, and I think you're going to find a lot of barriers that you've been facing will go. And I was actually having a discussion today with listening to a few people, and also to Midia, and to a conversation I had with Udita, my partner, and is that sometimes an old part of you, which is Uranus, this is very much about change, very much about the polarity of change. A part of us has to die. Sounds a bit grim, but it's a good way of putting it. Part of us has to die. The old soul of us has to die for the new soul in us to begin. Now, if we're looking at a modern future, a happier future, and a future which is going to bring blessings in, then look no further, because this is probably going to bring in such a jubilant and rewarding time, I would say here, that we go through these times that it's going to get better and better and better. Venus and Mars are still going through Aquarius. That's still very much a lovely time for friendship, love, and things like this. I mean, how many of you recently have found you got friends coming up from the past, or friends you haven't heard of for a long time suddenly come bouncing into your life? And you're thinking, when did that happen? No, it's down to Venus and Mars bringing out your friendship circles. It's also bringing out not just about love, which is a lovely thing, but it's the freedom in love, the ability to love freely, ability to love without compromise. It doesn't have to have barriers to it. It doesn't have to have labels to it. We just love freely. And Venus is helping us to investigate that and work with that. And I'm sure we're going to find, as Venus then trundles off into Pisces a bit later in March, we'll probably find this to be a very, very harmonious time indeed. So take on this energy, guys. Don't just think I've either got A or B. No, you haven't. You'll probably find here that you've got easier decisions and things like this to make your life in front of you than probably what you realized, and more open doors of what you realized. And this blessing of Jupiter and Uranus as they draw closer and closer will really give that ambient feeling that there's a bit of magic in the air. But look for it, be it, and let the old die and let the new come in. I get the feeling here this is what's going to help terrifically on this. Anyway, more about other things coming up as we go through the show, but also here, if you're interested in doing things like retreats, do you like retreats? Yeah, well, maybe this is going to interest you. This comes up in May and June. There's 2 retreats, both of them roughly the same. and May the 26th to June the 1st, and June the 2nd to June the 8th. And it's in the most beautiful areas of, some of the most beautiful areas of Spain. It's near Benissa in Spain. Absolutely beautiful area. And the house you're going to be staying at, it's a retreat house. It's not just any house, it's a retreat house. And it's got all the amenities, very, very comfortable looking place. And later this week, I hope I'm going to get a chance to do it this week, but later this week, I'll be creating a video of all the photographs from inside the place and the local area. And I'm sure that if you're looking for a retreat, you won't want to look further away than this one. But I'm actually going to be there working with two other people, Julia and my partner Judita. She'll kill me. You she'll kill me. Anyway, so you finally you can come along to that. Good. All right. Okie dokie dokie. Good. And we're doing loads of things there anyway. We're doing yoga there. We're doing medical mediumship. We're doing past life regression, future life regression, shamanism. Get loads of healing, and get your soul to heal and attune. That's what it's all about. Good. In the meantime, now, I think you need just a nice chill out, don't you? Do you think you need a nice chill out? I think you do. And I think you need a little bit of this, and maybe this can help you this week. Hello, and welcome to this week's Power and Positivity. This session is all about innovation, how we could be more innovative with this week's climate. Please don't listen to this recording if you're operating any kind of machinery or doing something that requires your full focused attention. Instead, just find a nice relaxing place where you can just be in your own true self and just allow your mind and body just to relax. That's right, just nice, deeply, gently breathing, listening to my voice and the gentle music that flows around your room. Any thoughts that come and go from the past, just let them come. Let them flow through your mind and just release. After a while, you'll come back to my voice and you'll notice there just how nice, calm and relaxing everything is. During this week's time and this week's powerful energy between Mercury and Uranus is a very interesting time to help us to seek innovation. So I'd like you to imagine that from this beautiful garden, you're just about to step into a beautiful hot air balloon. That's right, you can see all the rich colours of the hot air balloon and the gases that rise into the balloon to keep it inflated, and it's ready to take you on a little journey. And as you step into it there, the person there just pulls down the handle and you can see the gases rise into the balloon as you slowly lift from the earth. It's as though as soon as you're lifting from the earth, you can immediately feel less stress, you can immediately feel free. That's right, and being your mind to be free to allow new thoughts to come in. So as you rise up higher and higher, you'll see the ground below you and that wonderful feeling of just floating in the air as your hot air balloon takes you higher and higher. You look up there and just see the wonderment of this wonderful, colourful balloon as it just floats in the air, taking you on a beautiful journey and a beautiful place of innovation. Just noticing there too, perhaps, as you float higher and higher, you start to go through some clouds. Maybe those clouds there were once upon a time in your life all the worries you used to face, all the difficulties and challenges that were in your life. And now as you're floating through them, seeing them what they really are, perhaps the feelings there of those particular problems you were looking at aren't so intense after all. And then before you know it, your hot air balloon has soared up through the clouds and into this beautiful, free, open space. But all that's above you is the rich blue yonder. Your higher thoughts, your higher inspirations perhaps. And below you is all your worries. That's right, just seeing yourself floating higher and higher, and all those worries and all those concerns below you, allowing your mind to be free to seek this innovation, this inspiration. Mercury and Uranus this week make spectacular aspects. Mercury is in Aquarius, the air sign. It's a sign that enjoys freedom, exploration, looking at things differently. And Uranus there in Taurus is breaking the boundaries of the past. So just see yourself this week being above the clouds, seeing yourself looking up at the blue sky and the freedom and the inspiration and innovation you can seek this week. Because you may well find a major breakthrough happens for you, and you can feel that wonderful feeling of innovation, freedom, and it comes from your thoughts, it comes from your mind, it comes from the great ideas you've had to be innovative. Use those techniques this week. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time. And now back to you, Phil, on the show. Thanks for listening. Hello, welcome back, and welcome to everybody who's just joined in as well. Very, very nice to see you. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so this week, get innovative. Get those ideas out there. Yes, don't think here that we're stuck in the past. We're not. This is one of those weeks, I'd say, here to step forwards, and also friendships coming in with Venus. Venus in Aquarius as well. Very friendly time. Very nice for that sort of side to it. And right, okay, where are we going to go now? Should we go and do a little bit of this? Yeah, I think we should. Alrighty. There's the sound, that little trumpet sound. Let's go do some live mini readings. Oh yay. Let's give a round of applause. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. And let's go first of all. Right, okay, let's go and have a look down here. And it's Alex, who originally comes from Hawaii and has recently discovered that oranges were just introduced to Hawaii. Well, at least they were this day in 1792. Yes, those of you who just joined, you're probably going, what? Just go back to the start. You'll find out what it's all about. Yeah? Good. All right, let's go and have a look here. So, reading on opportunities for my husband and I, any and maybe travel. Colour light blue. Let's go and have a look here. Actually, the colour I pick up here as I look at this, I like the light blue, but I've also got a very nice orange. And I know we talk about oranges, but it is a nice orange colour. In fact, if I have a colour around here, I'll show you it, but I can't find it. Anyway, it's a very nice lifting orange, and I think here this week here is what's one of those lovely quotes? Hope isn't a pathway. Hope is a belief. So I would look at hope this week. That lovely orange, your light blue. Believe in hope. Believe in hope. Believe in things that can come your way. And I think you'll probably find this is going to be an interesting week. I also see here, really funny, that your husband is going to talk himself into something before he realizes he's talked himself into something. And then you're there. It's almost like here, yes, it's almost like he refuses to do the vacuum cleaning. And then you go into the shop and you find a load of vacuum cleaners. And then he becomes very interested in all the wattage, powerage, the consumption bag, and the vacuum bag, how wide it is, how long it is. And before you know it, he's brought it home so excited and he wants to do the vacuuming. Job done. Yeah, job done. It's a little bit like that, isn't it? I think your husband's going to find himself talking himself into something that he thought, I really didn't mean it like that, but now I'm doing it, I might as well. Yes, it's a little bit like that. And what else I need to tell you here? There's, I really feel a very, very strong spiritual presence around you this week. Exceptionally strong. And it's lovely because it's going to take you on a bit of a, oh, this is nice, a bit of a lifting journey, a bit of a place to go to, spiritually, worldly, all of it. I think it's just a nice time with that. And yes, you could find here you're still soul searching a little bit, wonder where your pathway is going to. And the interesting thing here is, whatever you're up to this week, you got the Queen of Wands here. I love it when screens do this. It just makes it look like I'm not there and it's disappeared completely. But that's the way they do. Anyway, Queen of Wands, lovely energy card. And with this as well here, it's about seeking new information, new independence, and having that inspiration within yourself. But the biggest thing here is High Priestess. If ever there is a psychic card in a tarot pack, that's the one. That's the one I always look to say, here, this is your gifts coming out. So I think people are going to suddenly become more interested in readings, in development, and doing everything you're doing. And yes, you're doing exactly what the astrology is doing. Let the old part of you die for the new part of you to come in. Sorry, and you've got the Eight of Cups here. Moving on. Moving on from difficult times. And if you're looking at travel, yes, do you know what? It's a funny thing here. I think, how can I say this? It's like things come to you. It's like plans come to you. It's not necessarily what you're going to originally sign up for to go and do. But I think some great ideas come up there. So brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I wish you a wonderful time. Right, let's go and have a look here. Oh. Now, Susanna last week, if you remember, she dropped me by a beautiful picture of the beach in Egypt, and so I thought I'd go from the hot to the cold, just to keep things in measure. We're not quite in the summer yet, guys. And yes, but just saying a big thank you. So if any of you guys out there have got lovely pictures you'd like to send in of beautiful landscapes and things like this, and if your local area or place you've been to on holiday, no nude pictures, please. Nothing like that, please. Come on now. Anyway, but yes, some nice scenery, nice pictures, things like that. Sure, would be great. But anyway, colour blue for love. Let's gonna have a look here. Right, chit chat. First of all, chit chat. Loads of talking is what's going to be coming up and working around you. You're going to be having quite a nice. I get a feeling things are going to be quite a nice social time here. I also see here that you're going to have a very nice way of progressing, if I put it this way, where love is concerned and engagement with friendships and things like this, things get a bit warmer, a bit closer. And the idea here is, and it's very nice here, you know how sometimes people can be saucy and suggestive, but it's humor. Yeah? Just play it like that for a little bit. Don't go, does he mean that? Does he mean that? That. We'll be going the wrong way at the moment. We'll be going the wrong way. What this is about is just taking things on gently, step by step, and you'll find things going, that this would be a very nice time for relationships around your coat in front of you. In fact, here, there is one particular guy, and there could be a new guy on the scene completely, you haven't met before. And also here, I just pick up people think very fondly of you. Very, very fondly. And I think it's a warming time, the way people are going to discuss or talk with you, Susanna. So get out there, enjoy it. And enjoy, because it is typical English humour in some respects here to be saucy, but it's humorous. Yes. Yeah, good. Right. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at the cards here. Let's go see what they're saying. They're saying for you here. Right. So now let's go for the middle on this. The middly diddly. Let's see where things are going. You like your independence. Sometimes you've got barriers up against the past a little bit, no matter how things were. You've got great opportunities coming in, which is going to make you feel very powerful indeed. And a man wants to offer you work. Now, this is very nice here, because this is one of these times people put up barriers saying, we'll see you after. He's give me a job. What does that mean? It does not mean that you're in any way sort of indebted to him in that way. But I just feel here you've got a very strong, powerful year ahead. And I think you're going to enjoy yourself a lot. And but it's also, I think as well, you've been a bit of the rescuer, not just to animals, but to people. And I think sometimes you also need a bit of, do you know what? I could just do with a nice evening out somewhere. Yes, something just to make you feel lighter, happier, breezier in your way. But I think that's gonna come this week. So let's give you a little bit of this.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I think you deserve that. I think you deserve that completely. Right. Okay. Where else we go now? Let's go and have a look here. Let's go down the list. Right. Here we go. Yes, Susanna. Chelsea comes in. She says, "Hi, Phil. Hope you're doing well. Love a reading of Have the Time. Would love a reading of reading of you. Sorry, it's just gone behind my part of my screen here. I can see it there. real of you have the time. Colour yellow. Yeah, let's go and have a look at this. Let's go look at this. So Chelsea, warmest wishes to you. Thanks for coming in and watching the show. Let's go colour yellow here. Yep, I like the colour yellow. I also like here the colour green with this. Colour green with the aura here. So yellow is a lovely colour because it's communicative. It's about releasing stuff here for you. It's about talking, releasing, talking, releasing, talking, releasing. The green here says you step into the new. Keep going. Keep going. Don't get that resistance where we sometimes think here, I've got so far, but then I'll run. No. Keep going. This is a week here. I see for you as I look through the crystal to keep those energies going there, because you'll do very, very well. You're also going to have the upper hand on something very soon. A gentleman's here telling me this. You're going to have the upper hand on a situation and keep control. Stay in control. Stay in your power. But suddenly the power changes. It puts you in a power seat. And I think you're going to have a very enlightening time for that. So great news there. I also see here, the other part I see here, which is going to be good news coming out, is money. Money's going to be, money matters, and you have more money around you. Yes, it's going to increase a lot more. So I think that's going to give you a little bit of more hope, inspiration, and all those lovely things that start coming your way. So I think you're going to feel a bit more inspired by that. So, okay, let's go and have a look at the cards and see what they're saying for you this week. Let's go left, middle, and right. And let's go for left this time. Let's go, because you've left the past behind. Yes. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope you like love. They are going just for colour yellow. It's all about communication. You've left a partner, or you've broken up a relationship from the past. Someone new is stepping in who brings you stability, brings you travel and love, and brings you happiness. Oh my goodness, how boring. How boring was all that? Yes. No, it's fantastic. So this is about time you had some joy. So the male could well be, just look at the cards here. Let's go and have a look here. I get a feeling here he could be more earth related than he is anything else here, like a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I get a feeling more Virgo-ish, or even a bit the air. There's an air element to him as well. I could pick up. So yes, I think you've got a very nice relationship coming ahead, and happier times coming ahead. And also, decorating. You know how you like decorate. Don't you just love decorating, folks?
Wow.
See, just love it. The team love it. Yeah. Anyway, good on you, Chelsea. Brilliant. Let's go and right. Sayu comes through. She says, "General reading, please, colour blue." Now, Sayu, I gather you're out in India way. Is that right? I think you're out that way. And very nice to have you on the show here. Thank you very much for coming along. And very nice to read for you. Let's have a little look here. Now, what would I like to say here? The first thing I pick up here is, and it's from a very nice man who's related to your father who passed away. And he's coming through. He wants to tell me here straight away. He says to you, so do not accept second best. This is not because you're being high and mighty. This is because you deserve it. He wants to let me know here. He says opportunities this week will be good, but you make sure you stand up for the best that you deserve. And he tells me here too, he wants to let me know, he says here that you've got some very inspirational times coming up. And if you're looking for the job that I think you're going for, be bold and go for it. Be bold. Be very bold. And it's one of those weeks, let the old die, the new come in, and what's new is more powerful, more exhilarating, stronger, more fun in this. I just see here the whole new energy altogether. I think you're going to really enjoy yourself. So get yourself going, get yourself motivated like this here. And I think it's a lovely colour. The blue you got here, yes, I can see that. That's reaching to the higher spiritual ideal in your own self here. I see that being good. And I also see here, let's go and have a little look here. You've got creative talent coming out in you as well. Yeah, like the arts and things like this. Let's have a look. Right. Let's have a look at your cards and see what they're saying. Very nice indeed. And let's go and shuffle them. And let's go. Yeah, right. Now, where are we going for this? Let's go for the middle. Let's go for the middly dilly for you there, Sayu, and see where we're going. Right. Your cards come up and say, complete change come up in your life. Stand strong. You'll think that the rug has been pulled from underneath you. You'll think here thinking everything's going wrong. Is it? Is it? Or is it going just right? Where you got the Wheel of Fortune here, bringing profound change into your life. And you may have felt here that everything has gone wrong. But that's because it wasn't right. This is why here, this man talking to me here, you don't settle for second best. You stand for the best. And that's where you're going to feel important here. And I think here, march on, be bold, march on. That's what I'm hearing from him. So I think I wish you a great week ahead of you. And thanks for listening. Right, okay. Where's it go now? I've done work with Chelsea. Let's go down to Claire says good evening to you all. Very good evening to you, Claire. And Maria says, could I have a mini reading, please? Right, okay. Oh, this will be interesting. Right. I think I need a drink for this one. Okay. Just please have a mini reading. What does the spirit world want me to know, please? A vibrant indigo. Oh, a lovely colour. And I love your cats there in the background too. Let's have a little look here. Right. Two things here. New property. You're going to move. That's one of the energies that come through here. Second energy that comes in front of you. You're going to be introduced. This is the Venus in Aquarius this week. You're going to be introduced to some very, very influential or important people in your life. This is work related. One thing I'd like to say to you here is with these people you're going to be introduced to, like anybody else you would, but really bring it up for everybody, especially for these people, look after them, nurture them. If they're like flowers in your garden, your clients, make sure you water the flowers, take out the weeds, clear everything up, make it look good, because this is an interesting time of people who are going to bring a lot of influence and positivity. There is a little bit here I can pick up here where there is possibly a health or medical side here, but you're going to know what to do, and it comes to a point where you recognize change is needed, and it's also slightly attached to things that we get socially addictive to, which is eating too much, drinking too much, or smoking too much. Things like this. And I just see this coming up in your here. But on the other side here, I see it very, very, very. Although you've gone for vibrant indigo here, I've got a purplish colour with. I'll take on your indigo, and I think here this is very much going to be a little bit of a karmic change coming up. But you could find this will lead to greater happiness and greater joy coming up. And a guy called George wants to step through and say hello to you too. Gentleman called George. Yes, he just wants to say hello to you, and he's well. He's all right. Right, and there's another guy who just stepped in as well. I'm hearing about a car accident, and I'm hearing about a guy who passed over a car accident who's also very closely linked to you. He says, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. And let everybody know I'm all right. And he just wants you to know that. And right, let's kind of have a look here, see what the cards say. Right, 3 piles of cards, left, middle, and right. Let's go for the right on this, because it's the right way to go, Maria. Yes, let's have a look here. Moving forwards in your life here, looking back and realizing what the old is and what the new is. Really is so powerful in your cards here. You're moving forwards, you're moving on. And what you're recognizing is what you don't want anymore. Here. And you're doing a lot of soul searching, but be careful not to stay in a no man's land for too long. Like that's where you are, that's where you want to be. Don't stay here for too long, because sometimes we get pulled that way. We don't want to be. So keep going forwards. This is what your angels are saying. And the beautiful people are going to come into your life and give you so much hope, so much positivity, so much vibrancy. You'll be doing all right. You'll be doing very, very well. So good luck to you there. Good luck to you. And I think Claire comes on. She says, please have a reading. Pink, please. A pink and a general. A pink general. Very nice. And let's have a little look here. Right. Right. Gentleman here. He really wants to step through. And he's a very, very nice man, because he almost wants to come up behind me and give me like a hug. A big hug here, and very nice warming man indeed, and he's laughing with you. He wants to laugh. Would you understand about the interesting social times coming up with you? Would you understand? Do you know where I'm coming from? Where suddenly people come from out the blue, and before you know it, you're enjoying your social life, having really funny times. And there's part of this which I really pick up for you there, Claire. But I think you're almost going to say to yourself here, I so enjoy this. I wish it could stay like this. And really, it's up to you how long you want to stay in that state, in a state where your life goes along. And I think you're going to really enjoy yourself and just have fun times, feel light, liberated, and a feeling of like, well, I can worry about things if I want to, but why? Why? Just get on with everything else. The pink here is very nice with this, and it's very much, I go with the pink actually for your aura, because it is bringing in friendship, positivity. I see a cinema. I see cinemas coming up very soon, and things like this. Yeah, very good. Yeah, go and watch that film called Dune. Dune Part 2, whatever it is. I forget which the other part it's called. It's Part 2 or whatever. But Part 1 was brilliant. So you get to see Dune. I ought to get shares from Warner Brothers or whoever it is who does it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's have a little look here. Let's have a look. Just finished the cards. Let's go and shuffle them. See what your cards want to say. Let's go for the right pile on this. The right, because it's right. Yes, there is a time in which you're going to feel like, don't know where I'm going, don't know what's happening, don't know what's going on. Then you're going to decide to argue with yourself and decide that's not a good way to think. And you're quite right to argue with yourself like this, to realise that you really shouldn't sit there, excuse me, thinking that's the only way to go. Because your cards will soon bring you up in a sense of power. You're going to be of great worth, great importance, and great support to people this week. And people are going to want to give it back to you. Great. Brilliant. Let's have a bit of this.
Woohoo!
Yeah, good for you, Pepe. Good for you. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining in there. And Senna says, we got a typo error going on here, Senna. I don't know what you're doing here. Hi, Filky. What's going on here, Senna? What are you up to? And even goes on here. General reading, please. Colour orangey. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, right. Okay. It's the Indians. She's coming. Yeah, she's from India. So very, very nice to see you again, Senna. Thank you very much for coming in. And generally, please, orange. Orange is a nice colour for you. Orange is a good colour for you. It's very lively, very upbeat. And what I see as well here is realising, now this sounds obvious in some respects, but it's going to really fit in this week, is realising what's important to you what's right and what isn't right. What's right and what isn't right. So you're going to think here, what does this all mean? Okay, people, situations, offerings, things being offered to you, and what's right and what isn't right. And how you can make decisions this week based upon your own moral compass or guidance here to say, I'll get through this week for what I want, not what other people want. And this is where you're going to go ping and you're going to hit home on this. I also pick up here too that I know your work here because you put it up here before that you're a photographer. Have you done shots which you thought were just a quick, and that's it, forget nothing about it? Then all of a sudden people say to you, how did you do that? It's like you're caught something in a moment of time, or you did something here. This is one of these times I think that you're going to pick up on this. And so don't be surprised that work that you just something that captures you at the moment is going to serve you very, very well. And I think you'll find this being brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Good. How's that? Is that good so far? Brilliant. Orange, yeah, keep your energies out there, keep your independence. And I feel with this here, yes, just there's a lot of social interaction coming up. Just go for what you want, though, not what other people want from you. But you'll still be keeping them happy anyway. So just see how this goes here. Let's have a little look by the cards and see what they see coming ahead. I'm hearing here from a lady, a very, very old lady from the spirit world on your mother's side of your family. So it's either your grandmother or your great-grandmother, because she wants to show me here. She's been up there for a long time. She says to me here, don't worry about, I'm not getting involved in this, don't worry about family opinions. on the female side of your family, mothers or sisters or people like this, they're going to become quite opinionated over the next week or so. What I'd like to tell you is they have their opinions, but they're just opinions. They are not necessarily what's right. And I hope that makes sense to you. Right, good. Happiness here, where things are going. Just make sure here that you keep yourself in a very good place, because you're going to be very happy. Very, very happy here. But it's like people want a lot from you. But just make sure that you get what you want out of this week, especially this particular time, and it will serve you well, and you'll be absolutely fine. Happy with that? Good, good. Thanks very much for joining. And Deanne comes in. She says, hello, 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 hello. Let's go and have a little look here, Deanne. I can see everybody else there coming in. I can see Joe. I can see you there, Veerley. I can see you. And Deanne. Okay. Green, a mini with amazing generality. Please. I love it. Amazing generality. Let's do an amazing generality reading with the colour green. Right. Okay. You got the colour green. It's yes. I see. I can understand you got a colour green here, but it's yellow that is going to be prominent through this week. News is going to be flying around. But I pick up here. It's news. You'll be picking this, picking that. All information coming in, and it's for you to keep very, very organised. It's you to keep yourself in a place here where power comes back to you very quickly. And news, but I just hear this news, and it's stuff you need. It's stuff you need to help yourself out here, and I think it will do terrifically. And I think you'll be in a good place. Also pick up here too. Here there's news coming up as well, which initially is going to disappoint you because it almost looks like it's going to take power away from you by people who are siding on the other side. Siding on the other side of partnerships, things like this. They're siding on there, and you're going, I didn't want to hear this. Let it be. Keep going. It's a distraction, but it's not you shouldn't listen too much to this. Just keep going. Just keep going there, Veerley. That's what I pick up here. Right. Let's go and have a look here, Veerley, and let's go and have a look and see what comes up. Okie dokie. Let's go and have a look here. Right. What are the good news? What are the things going to come up here? Let's have a look, see what the cards say. Right. Left, middle, right. Let's go for left on this. It looks good. And travel's going to be coming up. Good news with work. Opportunities. Decisions. And you're going to be on top of things rather than below them. You're going to be well and truly in your power. And my God, you are sometimes here, you don't have to have a sword fight. The fact you've got a sword is all that's needed. Yes. You take care. Have a brilliant week. On the tarot there. Now, if you're interested, got a little bit of interested in tarot, then maybe this is for you. Tarot 2. It actually starts on Wednesday. Now, if you're interested, got a bit of interest in the cards already, you want to go and advance your knowledge, then come along and join in. That'd be lovely to see you. Just message me if you're interested in this. All right. Okay, right. Really, thank you very much there. Let's go and have a chat with Joe. Joe comes in. She says, hi, Phil. Anything coming up for me today? Colour grey. Oh, that's an interesting colour there. Colour grey. Joe. Joe. What do I need to say to you here? Joe. Right. Two things I pick up here first of all. You yourself, I feel, are going to be, you're like an empath. Or you're an empath. You pick up people's feelings, emotions, and intensities very, very easily. Very easily. Joe, what I'd say to you throughout this week is people are going to want to offload their baggage onto you. Because that's sometimes what people do, unfortunately. I'm not saying everybody does it. I say some people do it. They want to give their baggage to you. And what's left there is a knackered out Joe. Now, what I'm saying to you here is help people to find their own way to resolve their issues rather than you taking them on. Do not be the counselor. Do not be the helper to everybody, because you will just feel like there's another bag on my shoulder. Now there's another bag. And now there's another bag on my shoulders, and before you know it, you're absolutely exhausted. Joe, stay in your own power this week. I really pick up here, and you're going to find things going along better. Very good news, though, with a child coming up. Very good news. A very high-spirited child around you somewhere, Joe. Extremely white aura, very energetic there. And I pick up here. This is going to be pretty good. All right, good. Let's have a look here. See where the cards are going. Left bit or right here. Let's go for the middle. Go for the middle. What do they want to say? Yes, stress from other people. Try to avoid it at all costs. Go easy. Take your time. Don't get caught up in other people's issues and dramas. And also here, you'll find that some people aren't going to be as compliant or as communicative as normal here. And you're just thinking here, what do I do? I'm just going to look after number one. Look after number one, and you're doing a good job here. I feel that this is a week sometimes just to prepare yourself for things like that. And when you do that, and you're not there to take on everybody else's stuff, the relationships you'll have will still retain. Yeah, all the good ones anyway. Yes. Brilliant. Astrology with astrology happenings with Shawnasia. I need a drink of that. Shawnasia. And very good evening to you, Shawnasia. Hope you are well. Lovely to see you on the show again. Right, okay. Shawnasia, what I'd like to say first of all to you here is right. Isn't it funny how sometimes things don't work out right at the first time? Sometimes, as Quentin Crisp said, he quoted, sometimes if things don't work out first time, perhaps it's just your style. So invent styles this week. Don't be put off by things that have great words, have great vocabulary this week. For things that don't work straight away, there's a second chance. And this is what you're going to find this week. And it'll put you into a better place. Get your mindset into a positive way and you'll have a very, very good week. Very good week here. And I feel the orange in you is very, very lively. It's like the hot air balloon we did in the meditation. Hot air balloons are great when they're floating. The rise is wonderful. You only need a pinprick, and down it comes. Don't be put off by situations or people this week. Keep optimistic. Keep that. Yes, it's vocabulary. Think of positive vocabulary this week that helps your situation out enormously. And things don't work out first time. It's not because it's not right. It's because this time round it wasn't quite right, but second time round it will be. And this is what you're going to find this week. Yes, there's any knocks on confidence, anything like this, come on, pick yourself up, talk positive, and you'll be fine. You'll rise again. Before you know it, you're thinking, why was I thinking so negative for or so down for? We didn't need to. Let's go for the right on this. Right, let's see it. You look at opportunities and work and opportunities coming your way, saying, why is it things aren't working out quite my way? I have all the right gifts, the right materials to go and do things, and why is it things aren't working quite right just yet? I wouldn't try so hard. I would look at simplifying things, and I would look at making offloading stuff where you're getting too intense on matters. I would simplify things a little bit. Sometimes here it's all for the better that way, and I think you'll enjoy it. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Where are we going now here? Suzanne says, thank you very much. This is lovely. It's lovely. So, Wade Manica says, thank you so much, Phil. Lots of love from India. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. And Silent Victory comes in here. And right. Okay. Silent Victory says, I think, yes, got the right way here. Phil, can I have a general reading, colour purple? Thank you. Silent Victory. Let's have a look here. Right, immediately as I picked up the crystal, my little crystal here, and I throw this to get the energy from you, pick up your energies here, a very, very lovely spiritual lady was immediately here connecting with me. And she is, she's not a spirit guide, but she could feel like one because her energy is just tremendous. It's beautiful. But one thing she says here to me, one thing she's pointing out with this, is I feel that there's a very strong spiritual enlightenment, if I put it that way, coming up in front for you, which is going to really awaken things enormously. And also here, it's not what you're doing. It's what other people bring to you this week is going to be beautiful. That's what I like about this particular time. It's like sometimes here we think here, okay, maybe things just trolling on nicely, and all of a sudden people come out of the blue saying you don't realise things you've done, the things you've achieved, or how you helped people in some way or form, or what you're doing, and it's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I think here, Silent Victory, you'll find this to be quite an inspiring time. And the purple colour you've chosen here is very karmic with this. So things that are positive are going to be brought into your life space and lifetime here. I think will be absolutely fabulous. And I think you have a lovely time. Right, let's kind of have a little look through the cards and see where we're going. Charlie Bear, I can see you there. Charlie Bear, I can see you there. Yes, okay, let's kind of have a look. Right. 3 parts of cards. Let's go for the left on this one. The Silent Victory. Let's see what we come up with. Right. You'll be coming to the end of an old pathway which you're glad you've dealt with, you moved on, and you're getting to places. You feel in some respects that you're still stressed and still a little bit like exhausted. However, I do pick up friendships around you, and what people are going to bring to you will be of great news this week and will lift you up enormously. You are sometimes there trying to help people, trying to help everybody in some respects, but it's help that comes back to you. And I think here sometimes you just need a bit of you time. Watch your health a little bit. It's just the normal flus and bugs and things like this going around, but do watch your health a little bit. And also your right foot. Yes, keep an eye on your right foot. Alrighty, thank you very much. Thank you very much there, Simon. Also, let's go down to, let's go and meet Charlie Bear. Charlie Bear's in, everybody. Woohoo! Charlie Bear. Say hello to Charlie Bear. Right. Charlie Bear says, can I have a reading around my lecturing job? Colour green, please. Oh, you're going to colour green this. Oh, you mean business with this, don't you? If I looked at this for the colours that I need to bring through for this, it's green, and I also see 2 shades of blue. One's a deepish blue, one's a light blue. Very dedicated, very practical. You need around your lecturing here, this is what's interesting with me, is I really pick up that vibrancy here to feel more bringing out your natural star, your personality, your character. Would you understand here the controls around you? It's almost like the control situations around you, thinking, do I deserve this? Do I do this? This is a bit heavy going, and it almost like it stomps things down a little bit. This week is about bringing out your personality and character to shine in this particular area, please. And also, would you understand here there may be some choices about where you're going to work or things or changes you've got come up in front for you? Well, this week's going to be quite strong with that. And I think here as well, I wouldn't jump at decisions just yet, though. What I would say is they're going to come up, though. They're going to come up. I think once you see them and they're offered to you, then jump. Then jump. But I think you're going to have a few opportunities here. And also pick up here, there's a lady who's connected to your mother. She's not your grandmother, she tells me here, but she goes to the side and up. So I pick up this is the aunt, very brown hair, dark hair here, may well have a D in her name, here. And she tells me here that she's coming through for you and she just sends you blessings and healing. And she says sometimes here, just, sometimes you just got to go, just watch, just listen, just observe. Don't show on your face how you're feeling. Yes, don't do that. Just, well, not quite like that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so I pick up here, just keep smiling, just keep positive, just keep happy, and you'll probably find here that opportunities, things going to come your way, but what you want things clear as crystal. Yeah. All right, let's go and have a look here and see what's coming up through the cards. Left, middle, and right. Let's take the middle on this. Let's see where we're going. Right. I think you're going to find this week is going to bring so many opportunities to you. Take it step by step. Take it one by one. And I think you're going to have an absolutely fabulous time. Fabulous time. And I think it looks great. Yes. Yes, I always say, once I should keep it shut. Well, yeah, sound advice. Okay, just observe. And I think things going great. Guys, wow, it's been fabulous to have you along. It's been absolutely awesome. I wish you all a fabulous week. Loads of news I'm going to put up over the next coming weeks. So events, videos, things that things for you to get interested in, things that may be of interest to you and everything. But in the meantime, though, guys, have a wonderful week. Wishing you hearts and burgers and wonderful things. In the meantime, though, take care. Have a lovely week.